It's moi bringing us in. Hey, Tin Man, of course, one of my favorite all-time songs. Dewey Bunnell, the king of the two-chord song. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crazy today. Got to pause for the cause. GMO Tuesday. GMO Tuesday. Hope you've had a great weekend. Hope you've had a great week. Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee. I want you to keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because I got a surprise coming up. I got a special guest going to join Wilcox Organics straight from Sara Lee. Not today, but it's something to look forward to during the week here, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to be brief. I have a lot of work I'm in the middle of right now, and but I gotta plug the trial. I hope I didn't scare you. The reason I brought myself bringing us in today is because we have some scary stuff going on. Yes, we do. It's Monsanto on trial. How many trials do they end up dodging a bullet on? Could this be the trial? Check the website, AladayLLC.com. AladayLLC.com. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, GMO Tuesday brought to you by the one, the only Foothill Feed and Mercantile in Reno, Nevada. 775-852-0999. They have all your organic food, non-GMO pet foods for your critters. Give them a call. Tell Shanna I said hello. She'll love it. What we have going on, ladies and gentlemen, Monsanto trial, the jury motion selection, everything started yesterday. And of course, the trial is Wayne Johnson versus Monsanto Company. And we're looking at the Superior Court in California. It's going to begin sometime this week, maybe next week or this month, I should say. Yesterday, the presiding judge held a hearing to determine Superior Court Judge Susan Ramos Bolanos will be the judge assigned to oversee the Johnson-Monsanto Roundup trial. Of course, this all goes back to mislabeling, misleading, conspiracy. I mean, there's just all kinds of things abound here. And when you look at this from a legal standpoint, of course, they have fought tooth and nail. And I want everybody to stop and think about this for just a minute. Why is it, and I asked this question the other day, FDA approves golden rice. Why is the FDA approving golden rice here? Are we going to grow golden rice to ship to the countries and force it on countries that refuse to grow it because it's a failed product? The tests have bombed. Everywhere. And if you think I'm kidding me, I'll try to dig it up and put the link in the description. A 14-year-old girl, a 14-year-old child, I think her name was Rhonda or Rebecca or something. Racheal was her name, out of Canada, was 14 at the time, and she took on one of the guys from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, and she buried this dude with fact. Mr. O'Leary had propaganda on his side. And I told somebody the other day, because they tried to use the rubbing the flour. We've been modifying our food for millions of years. That argument did not work for the renowned rocket scientist, astrophysicist, smartest guy on the planet, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Why is it going to work for you? A little common sense, ladies and gentlemen, is going to tell you rubbing the boy and the girl together is not the same thing as putting this in this and giving you this, because that's what GMO is. And the reality is 95% of the GMOs that are created are withstanding a poison, a chemical. That chemical is so prevalent in our food supply, we have a health crisis in this country. Monsanto has lied for years, and I want everybody to think about this for just a minute, because back in 1974, when one of their scientists patented glyphosate, because nobody had at the time, glyphosate was actually invented, created back by the Stouffer Company, a chemist at the Stouffer Company back in 1964. It was to combat chelating on the pipes, take the mineral deposits and whatnot. And It was basically designed to trap mineral and metal elements so they wouldn't be corrosive on pipe. The chemist was unsatisfied with his newfound chemical and product, and he threw it away. When he threw it away, he threw it out in a field, and when he came back a few days later to check something out, he noticed the vegetation was dead. Okay, as a side note, it kills vegetation. Well, the wonderful people at Monsanto who have lied to us and said they created this chemical when they never did. It was somebody else's technology. They stole it. They gaffle it up. They put their name on it. They want everybody to believe, quote unquote, they created it in 1974. Their scientists patented it in 1974. Did not create it. Okay? But they want you to believe contrary to that. But when they started running it, they ran a little cartoon ad, and it was kind of cute because the dog couldn't find his bone, and they did one of those cutaway things where you see the tree roots and you see the bone underneath the roots of the tree, and dog comes running back. He can't figure out how to get the tree moved, so he comes running back with Roundup, sprays the Roundup on the tree falls over dead. He digs the bone up and lives happily ever after, safe for pets and kids. That's what they billed at the time. Well, guess what? France sued them, Europe sued them, and made them stop that advertisement. They've already been sued. They were sued right out of the gate for false advertising and misleading people on glyphosate and Roundup. So now we come 30 years later, 40 years later, what is it, 1974? This is 2018, that's 44 years. People are dying. People are having health issues. People's lymphatic systems are not working correctly. We have an explosion of people that are being diagnosed with what's called celiac because they've lied to us about the wheat. They've lied to us. They've been lying to us since 1998 about the wheat. Guarantee it. It's in the food supply, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the food supply, and it's bad. They're spraying it with glyphosate, and it's not supposed to be. I'm sorry, but why? Think about this for a minute. Wheat is one of the nature's gifts to mankind. We make a lot of stuff with it. It's a gift from nature. It's not something anybody created. It was there. It's been there for millions of years. And now all of a sudden they're spraying it with glyphosate, and people are having health issues that have never before been heard of. Never before been heard of. But here we are. Here we are. We got a trial. We got a trial. On May 17th, 2018, Superior Court Judge Curtis E.A. Carnow issued an order that allows jurors in the Johnson to consider the scientific evidence related to the cause of Mr. Johnson's cancer, as well as allegations that Monsanto knowingly suppressed evidence that exposure to Roundup can cause non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Now, I want you to think about this for just a minute. The jurors in the Johnson case it allows them to consider scientific evidence related to the Johnson case. Why would Monsanto want to suppress scientific evidence if their product does what it says it's going to do, if it's safe? Why are they suppressing scientific evidence? Why would a company spend literally hundreds of millions of dollars? I forgot. Excuse me. 1.9 billion is what they profit from. That's the profit. $1.9 billion a year they're averaging right now on glyphosate. That's their profit. That's what the shareholders divvy up. And now we have Bayer in the picture. Now we have this mega conglomerate in the picture. Countries that are literally starving to death don't want these GMOs. Monsanto's taking them to court, trying to force them to buy their product, trying to force them to grow their product. Why? I ask you why. If a country says no, wouldn't their government, their agriculture ministry, but the European Union, they have that globalization going on. Don't think Monsanto's not in the mix on that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think we're going to start seeing empty Walmarts fill up and Monsanto be there to feed the hungry children on an acre of land. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, they haven't done anything about hunger. They haven't increased crop yields. They haven't increased profitability. And oh, by the way, they're using 15 times more of their number one selling chemical that we're going to use less of when approval came out. And I'm going to ask this question again. Center for Food Safety, how come we're not suing the EPA, the USDA, and the FDA? These are agencies designed to protect us, not Monsanto, not Bayer, not Syngenta, not Dow Chemical, not any criminal aspect of who's polluting the land, polluting the food, polluting the people. You don't think it's profitable for these chemical companies to keep you dependent on chemicals? Because let me give you, think about all the disclaimers you hear on the advertising now when they advertise a new drug. Oh, it could cause, these are the side effects that you might experience. But hey, let's take the little pill, let's take this pill so you have the nerve to come out of the closet and go to a social event, talk to the pretty girl across the room while you poop your pants with dry mouth, your nose is running, your eyes are watering, you're sneezing all over everything, and oh, by the way, your bladder loses control too. But you can talk to the pretty girl because you'll have the courage. You don't think for 1 minute the chemical companies do not know what they're doing. And I'm going to ask this again to the Gambrell brothers over there at Center for Food Safety. You find me the records from 1917 to 1928, Monsanto versus United States over the Food Safety Act, and I will find you their roadmap and their blueprint to what they're doing today. And maybe we can undo it. Because we're suing the wrong people. Monsanto makes a product, they're going to defend that product, they're going to spend billions of dollars to save the billions of dollars they generate, and it's going to continue to go on. You want to stop it, you got to go back and find out how they developed it and then undo that package. And that can be done because we have the courts. We have the courts. Whom do your elected officials represent, ladies and gentlemen? Are they representing you or these companies? AladayLLC.com. I posted up this morning, Monsanto trial starts in San Francisco, the lead article. It has some very valuable information, links, some photographs about Mr. Johnson's, I thought I had a photograph on here. Maybe I didn't update the thing, but I'll get it on there. Photograph of this guy's injuries due to being overexposed to Roundup and the glyphosate chemical in the Roundup. And let's keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep this in line. When Gina McCarthy was head of the Environmental Protection Agency, she admitted on the record there has never, ever, ever been a final solution test or results on Roundup. Never been a test on the final solution. So we have no idea what it does. There's never been studies. We're finding out now. Mr. Johnson died. He's in court with his family. We're finding out now why there was never tests done. They probably did tests. They're not stupid. They got a lot of money to spend. They probably did the tests and suppressed the evidence just like they've suppressed everything else. That in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you can look at court documents, USRTK.org, pesticides, /pesticides. We are going to be in the Superior Court, of California, County of San Francisco. If you need the case number, it is CGC-16-150128. And of course, the complaint, the link is in the article on the website. International Agency for Research on Cancer, classified glyphosate probable human carcinogen. And of course, once they did that, they Monsanto made this big campaign to discredit that agency who has been reliable and trustworthy for the last however long they have been there. But all of a sudden they speak out against a product that Monsanto makes, and they're garbage science, they're junk science, they're cheaters, they're this, they're that, they're using bad information. Monsanto has muddied the water so bad with what they've done here. And if you can't use this, and this is directed at all the little buddies over there at No Ideas Media who comment at me, if you can't use a little common sense and see the writing on the wall, you're dumb as a box of rocks, folks. You're dumb as a box of rocks. As a matter of fact, your box is missing a few rocks. Hey, if you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the station, folks. That's how it works. If you can help keep the lights on, hit the website, AladayLLC.com, AladayLLC.com, and donate to the cause. It always helps. It always helps. MDG Blogger, don't forget, MDG Blogger, Paula Mayer, Paula's Healthy Living, both those young ladies there, Cincinnati and the Keystone State respectively, they got it going on. They got it going on. They got some good stuff over there. I will have some stuff from Lake Tahoe markets going into the weekend. I'm going to be doing a couple update things here on the trial. I'm tied in with Robin, I forget her last name, but she is one of the lawyers in the law firm, and she has been sending me updates and will continue to send me updates that I can bring to you on a daily basis. Let's have a great day, and let's all be safe out there. And oh, by the way, I hope my singing and my playing didn't terrify you so bad you turned it off before you got this far. Let's have a great day, and let's all be safe out there.